Hi guys, so welcome back to our GMD tutorial. So today we will be discussing about GMD data table, especially the categorize. So categorized data table can group or categorize the data row easily. So as you can see here in my example, so you have this kind of parent um, data row which contains sub-nested rows, and also it was sticky on top, so that's a good UX also. So let's get started on how we code this. Okay, so first thing you need to do is we need to define the material data table UI binder. So as you can see on this demo, so you can also go to this demo show quiz hashtag categorized, and then click the source code, and you will be redirected to the GitHub page. So right here, I can grab the UI binder. So let's just do this. So I can grab this material data table element. Okay, so here I have UI field. I put shadow in it. Yeah, so this is the main thing. You need to use the categorize true, right? And maybe we don't need this row expansion. We need to discuss that later on this series. Okay, so and we have the height and the bottom. Maybe let's remove bottom. It's only the height. Okay, so we have this, and then we just need to inject this directly to our um Java class view in our view. So we have here material data table, and okay, so right here we need to provide um the class, I mean the product class. So the product object. So we have here specific information that we have. Just to make sure, I just put it string, always string right now, because yeah, it's just a demo, but in real examples you need to define the date, especially um the price. But for now it's just the way that we want to display it in our data table, just for the demo. Okay, so okay, so we have that material data table, and then next thing that we need to provide is we need to set up the data table. So on the application presenter, if you um GTP, yeah, so the GTP the model view presenter. So here we have the interface my view that implements that's being implemented by application view. So which means upon on bind, so once we bind we need to set up the data table, and then the implementation should be here. So here on the setting up the data table, we need to set up the columns. So okay, so let's not do that. Let's just copy it from the existing demo. So here, yeah, so we need to copy all of this, and then we need to discuss each of them. um okay. Okay, so let's go at the top. Okay, so here we will be manually adding the category. Otherwise categories can be loaded on the fly with has data category or a custom row factors that demonstrated below. So right here we define our own product row factory, which we need to define which category we are getting to group the what do you call this, rows. So right here we're just doing um model that get department. So that's the one that we need to um as a category, yeah, for our product for our product. So okay, so we have that, and then on the next thing is we need also the custom category factor. We're just defining the rendering part of the component, category component. So right here, okay, so let's dig that on the render part. So on the rendering part, so we need to make sure that once we open the it's just a series of category, the category, this one. So we just need to define which icons we need to render if it is closed and open. So that's it. And also not only that, you can also get the column count, and we can override from here. Yeah, you can preset, so if you want to open it by default, and yeah, lots of useful methods that we can um use of, okay, for this custom category. Okay, and then next thing is the renderer also. So if you want to possible to create your own custom render per table, when you use base renderer, you can override certain draw methods, yeah, to create elements the way you like it. Yep, including the, I think this one you can draw the column, override the draw column, header, draw custom with provided component, and yeah, the row category, or yeah, so any particular rendering capability of the data table, you can override all of those. Okay, and then right here we have also defined one of the properties of the product, which is the product name. So we are defining it here to have a text column of product, and okay, so maybe let's just uh a little smaller. Okay, so that's it. So if you watch the previous data table tutorial, um I will make a playlist to this so that you can view all the data table tutorials. So right here, we are saying that we are adding a column with a header name, which product name, and also we have also the text column. So text column or widget column. So we provided widget column. So maybe we have that tutorial on the first video. So um, don't hesitate to go there. But right now we're just defining a simple which is the text column, simple column. Okay, and then we're just defining that it should be sortable, and we are just getting the value, the product name, and yeah, so everything else same. It's just the way that we are what do you call this, getting the correct properties each of the columns. So yep, so that's it. And then maybe we just remove this. We will discuss this in separate videos, but okay, so that's the way we set up the data table. We set the factory, the row factory, category factory, the renderer, and also the columns. And the next thing we need to do is to define the product list. Okay, so defining the product list, we need to provide a list of products. So in theory, this should be done. In reality, this should be done on the server side, wherein you make a call to the RPC service and then return a list of products, and then that product should be rendered by the data table. So, but right now it's just a demo. So let's just create our own fake products, right? So let's just create a method, create product, and let's just provide the name, the one that we need. Oh, sorry. Um, yeah, let's just do it right now. Name, this, and the department. Okay. Okay, so let's loop. So first thing we need to do the category for now. Category index. Let's just make it. Okay. Um, make 5 categories, and what else? I okay, and here we just need also each product items. So okay, game 10 products, that should be enough. Okay, and right there, so we need to provide the name. So I call it product plus I, and then the description, um and the department. Okay, department plus K, plus I, sorry. So this one should be K. Okay, so we have 5 categories, and on each category we have 10 products. Okay, and then let's just create this method. That should be name, description, department, or let's make this category. Okay, and let's create the product. So we have the product name. Let's complete this, price, color, department. Okay, so on the name, Yeah, product adjective. Price, we should be hard coding that. Yeah, category. And upon doing that, so we need to, once we build the list of products, so we need to set the, okay, so here we're just getting the data table title, then setting the table data table title, and then next thing is we are setting the raw data to have the products, and we refresh um the data table. Okay, so I think we are good to go. So we have everything laid out, so let's refresh the page. Oh, this. Okay, yeah, as you can see here, so we have departments. So this is the category, which is the department, product that get department. So as you can see, on each department we have 10, how you call this, and maybe let's, so we need a parenthesis here. Okay, yeah, so we have a department of 5 departments, and then each department has 10 uh products, right? So yeah, so that's how you do it. So that's how you group the data table. And then what you can do also for for additional detail, additional features is you can, oh, you can also turn this to false. So meaning if you don't want to render the data table within its designated role categories, you can disable that. Okay. Also, there are lots of features that's being added to the categorized one. So, for example, here, so if you want to open the first category, so you can do that by calling I think you get the category component. So here I'm just getting the first category, getting the categories from the view, and then we get the first category component, and then we call open category or even close it. And we have also the open or close the categories. You can just define table that open all categories. Okay, so let's just do the quick demo. So this one will open up, and then we can just close it. And you can also open oh, this is a typo, but this one opens all the category components. So here we have health, sports, and everything should be open by default when we click the button. Okay, and then you can also close it. Okay, so that's how we define our categories data table. So I hope you enjoy this short tutorial.